Everybody, I just wanted to check in. So about a week ago, today is Monday, so not last Monday, but this Saturday, I started feeling not well. So I had been doing a lot, especially exercising a lot. I got on our elliptical and I did like 20 minutes, which on an elliptical is not a big deal, but I don't know, my body just, for whatever reason, I was probably pushing too much. I was doing weights and all kinds of things. Anyway, I took a quercetin, which is like something that's supposed to help your immune system. And an hour later, I felt nauseous and just off. I was like, ooh, what's this? This doesn't feel right. And I proceeded to have a crash. So I've been in this crash now for 8, 9, 10 days, something like that. Fatigue, massive fatigue, like back to lying in bed for hours every day. Hadn't done that my window was 2.5 months. I hadn't done that, I don't think, at all during that time. Total GI upset, which I have not had any GI issues in a really long time. So just total, that nausea ended up persisting, and then I'll spare you the GI details, but pretty bad. And my sleep is always atrocious. I can't seem to get a handle on it. It is the bane of my existence, so that has continued. Bad sleep. And what else? I think that's probably it. I've been getting a little emotional about this because I feel like I always do, like, why is this happening still? I have had a couple of days where I have been able to go out on walks. I don't think I'll do that today. I'm really tired today. So that's that. And I mean, the last wave was 6 weeks. It was brutal. The fatigue was next level. It was next level. I could not do the things I'm even doing now. I could barely walk up and down the street. I was like in bed for 6 weeks, and my baseline shifted so much after that. It was like it was like all this healing happened during that time. And then my baseline, I just like rocket shot, like up a bunch of, I don't know, it was like a quantum leap or something. So I have to remember that. Like, and again, I will go back and look at my videos and look at my progress, and I have to continue, to remember. And I do have to say, I don't like it when people tell me that this is my last wave. Bless you for saying that and believing in me, but I will let you know when it's my last wave. It's my pattern of healing has always been like this. So if we consider that I am like about 19 months since the setback, I've done like an enormous amount of healing. My baseline went up really high. I had my longest window ever. And if I consider, like, say, right when I got off the benzo to 19 months, I am similar. Like the 19 months that I was back then and the 19 months I am now, if you catch what I'm saying, is a similar place. I also was still having like this at 19 months off. I do think the antibiotics like truly set me back. So yeah, so I'm trying to like come to acceptance about it. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I just have to settle into this and go, okay, I'm making space for it. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but let me just make space for it, do the best I can, be gentle with myself, pare down on some of the things that I'm doing, do what I can, yeah. So had to just shout that out. And I have like all the like head, it's basically like the same wave or flare, I think I'll call it, stuff that I've had like every time, where like the histamines start going off, the head pressure, I mean, sleep's always a problem, the fatigue, the gut, like not being able to eat, having bad digestion, things like that. And it's interesting because I do know people who have other conditions and get flares, and they have very similar symptoms, like chronic fatigue syndrome is one. And I've often felt like somehow benzo withdrawal gave me chronic fatigue, but maybe it's just benzo withdrawal. We don't know. And I am so bummed that Baylissa isn't around to like let me know what's going on. But I did write her an email in my last bad wave, so I'm probably going to go back and read that because she was awesome. She said, sometimes, we get this resurgence of symptoms, and then when they clear, like something leaves for good, or you go like such a higher baseline. And that has absolutely been true. The last wave was so bad that DR just totally went away. Like I can see fine. Like I don't have DR, I don't have vision issues at all, even in this like flare. So who knows what can pass? And it's just about like getting into acceptance of it, being gentle with myself, being easy, resting when I need to. I mean, if I could just sleep, like I tried a CPAP machine again. It's so difficult for me. I feel like it's like makes my other symptoms worse using it. The oral device, it's like difficult on my jaw. I mean, there's a lot that I find to be difficult as like underlying conditions with this other sensitivity of my nervous system on top of it. And it gives me anxiety to go down those rabbit holes and try to fix it and fix it and fix it. It makes my anxiety bad. And I don't actually I'm not a very anxious person. So is it worth it to continue to like try to find a solution and like what's going on with me? Or do I just go, okay, you know what? When I'm in a window, even if my sleep isn't good, I have energy. So anyway, that's it. I'm curious your thoughts. Lots of love, everybody. And of course, I'm like totally protracted, so don't think this is your story if you're watching, like while you're still tapering or anything like that. Like, some of us are just super sensitive, and I'm just sensitive. That's just, just who I am. So see you on the flip. Peace.